Welcome to another edition of the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to give you a whip-around look at some of the latest news coming out of the sports betting industry over the past week. Press releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Keep those coming in. We love hearing from everybody out there. On TV, you can catch the show on Amazon Fire, Apple TV, Roku TV. Catch us on our homepage, turnpikesports.us. Every Monday morning, you'll find this episode and other episodes popping up for the Turnpike Sports Book Report. Audio, Samsung Podcasts. We've got Amazon Music and Pandora Podcasts as well. This week, state and national reports. We've got January and February benchmarks to talk about.
Oh, wow. Okay. February already.
February already.
All right. Okay.
Over in the deals segment, we've got a few sports betting deals regarding sports teams.
Okay.
Industry updates, we've got our normal assortment of licenses, launches, and unfortunately a new part of this is going to be closures.
Oh, that's sad.
Yes.
So?
And then we're going to finish up with our legislative roundup with news coming out of Louisiana, New York, and Pennsylvania.
Okay.
We'll start talking state and national reports right after this.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now at 800-479-3522. That's 800-479-3522. 800-479-3522.
Attention. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, watch this urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by hiring 87,000 new agents to garnish your paycheck and put liens on homes and businesses. They can even seize your bank account. The IRS calls it enforced compliance, and now they have the manpower to get you. Penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily. So call One Stop Tax Relief Shop and get the IRS off your back. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. And no other tax shop gets you more or faster approvals. One Stop Tax Relief has resolved thousands of cases since 2014 and saved clients millions of dollars. Call now for a free consultation. Connect with tax professionals who get the IRS off your back.
Call 800-605-0688. 800-605-0688.
One Stop Tax Relief Shop.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. Going to start off our state and national reports out in the state of Colorado.
Okay.
Colorado reported its January sports betting numbers and reported record gross gaming revenue of $53.5 million and a record monthly tax revenue of just over $4.1 million.
Yeah, if you're in state government, you love to see that tax revenue thing.
Well, what's even more interesting was what happened with the parlays.
Oh, okay.
They set records in monthly handle for parlays as well as record monthly revenue. And the parlays for the month of January hit almost 45% of the total handle of the state.
Wow.
Handle. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Wait, that's January. So,
yes. That's
so we're talking NFL,
probably.
NFL playoffs, maybe, and
Yep.
something like that. Okay.
Yeah, and people love parlays.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, you're on, like I said, the NFL. You're on your way to the playoffs and things like that. There's less games on the weekend, so you might as well put them all together and see what you can make.
And of course, with Colorado, we talk table tennis.
Oh yes, it's usually 5 or 6 most bet on sport in the state for Colorado. Colorado loves their table tennis as well as Oregon, right?
Well, they obviously did not like it as much in January as they have in the past.
Well, maybe it's an off season, or like
maybe
the
there is
off
a season.
month. Maybe there is a season. Maybe. Well, look, January was dominated by the NFL.
Yeah.
Betting. So
But,
how did table tennis do in Colorado?
8th most bet on sport.
Oh, dropped
Only
a little bit.
$4.1 million in handle.
Again, I don't know, the sport of table tennis. Were there less matches in January? Was it kind of the off season for table tennis? Who knows?
But all but $520 was done online. Yes.
Wow.
First time I've seen table tennis less than 1% of the total handle, too, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Over in Ohio also reported their January numbers. Ohio became the 11th state to reach $1 billion in sports betting revenue.
Wow.
They were the fastest to hit that mark, 13 months. Arizona had the previous record with 25, and then you work in New York. If you want to go from mobile, it was 10 months from the mobile, but New York had sports betting before the mobile launch. So really, Ohio became the quickest to $1 billion in revenue.
Okay.
Fanduel also set a individual operator record, paying the most taxes, $10.6 million in the month.
I'm sure the state of Ohio loves that, but I'm sure
Yes.
FanDuel doesn't. So.
And two other notes for Ohio. We had ESPN Bet hitting 7.6% market share. That is above their 7% goal for the entire nation. And also, the independent book, Prime Sports, recorded $9.7 million in handle.
I've never heard of Prime Sports.
Well, they are run by Joe Brennan.
Okay. I think I have. Yeah, weren't they supposed to be in New Jersey?
They're coming to New Jersey at some point. Right now they're in Ohio, and they're slowly moving up.
Good. Hey, good for them. So.
Over in Virginia, we have the January sports betting report for the Commonwealth of Virginia. Record handle, record gross gaming revenue, and Virginia became the 11th state to pass $1 billion in all-time adjusted gaming revenue.
What's becoming the 11th state all of a sudden this week with news? Ohio became the 11th state to do something. Virginia became the 11th state to do something. What's going on with number 11?
It's number 11.
Number 11.
Put that in your lottery ticket.
Yeah. If you're playing a lottery, I'm going to play number 11.
We have Rhode Island and New Hampshire. Rhode Island reported their January numbers. They passed all-time revenue of $175 million. All-time tax revenue passed $90 million. New Hampshire, January sports betting numbers, all-time tax revenue passed $100 million in the state.
By the way, Rhode Island, congratulations. Online casinos. Yeah, Bally's launched an online casino platform in the state. So Bally's is the only actual retail casino in the state, right? They got two of them, right?
Right.
Tiverton and Lincoln.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twin River. Bally Twin River and Bally Tiverton.
Okay, so the Lincoln thing is gone. They don't put that in the name anymore.
Well,
Twin River now they call it.
It's Bally's Twin River. That's the formal name of it.
All right. Okay. But hey, congratulations. Yep. They become the 7th state? Not the 11th, the 7th state.
No, they just
have
passed
online casinos.
The 7th state, yes.
Yes. So
over in Maine, we've got their February sports betting report. We have the state of Maine reporting its all-time handle has already passed $150 million. That's only after 2.5 months of launch.
Yeah, it's great. It's wintertime. The weather is kind of harsh up there, so I'm assuming most of this is mobile handle, right?
Yes, and most of the mobile handle went to DraftKings.
Yep. So DraftKings is big in New England. They have their corporate headquarters in Boston. I think they're the only one in New Hampshire.
They're the only one in New Hampshire, but you also can't help being in the lead in Maine either, because there's only them and Caesars. Okay. And DraftKings is, I think, a better name up there for New Englanders. New Englanders hate outsiders.
So everyone in Maine probably on the ski slopes doing their sports betting in the ski lodge and things like that.
Or on the ski lift waiting to go down the mountain.
Yeah. Well, every time I skied up there, I had these I never brought my. You should probably bring your cell phone, but I didn't bring my cell phone because there's no way. I have these ski pants on that you can't put it in the pocket.
Well, everyone's got pockets now and everything. Wow, yeah. So, and we're going to finish up with New York. We've got the week ending March 3rd. New York's fiscal year-to-date handle for the mobile industry passed $18 billion.
Wow.
And fourth straight week of at least $400 million in weekly handle. Third straight week of at least $35 million in weekly gross gaming revenue.
It's good that you leave New York for last. Yeah. I mean, those numbers are just insane.
Yeah. Well, they actually, I believe it was towards the end of January, their streak of like 20-something weeks of $400 million handle was broken. So they're now starting a new one. And also DraftKings, $6 billion in fiscal year-to-date handle.
Okay.
That's it for state and national reports. Let's head on over to some deals. Caesars Entertainment announced a renewal of their United States partnership with the National Hockey League. Caesars remains the sports betting and gaming partner of the league, but they've also expanded the agreement to include intellectual property for development of online branded NHL games.
Ooh,
Yes.
really?
Especially for the Caesars Palace Online
Now,
brand.
these are online NHL
Right.
games. Okay, good.
Yep,
That'd be fun.
The intellectual property.
Are they doing
part-
the live casino stuff too? I know that some teams have those. It's on the table. Their logos are on the table or something like that. Are these slot games and something like that?
They're just doing all branded iCasino games.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for all their online platforms in North America, but including the Caesars Palace online casino that they just recently launched.
Yeah.
The original deal had the use of the IP for just marketing purposes and putting it up on the book when you're actually making bets. Now they've expanded it to include the development of branded NHL games.
I love those games, the online games dealing with sports teams. There was one with the Jets. I don't know what company that was, but you're either passing a football or kicking a field goal. One online casino has Wayne Gretzky. That must be BetMGM
Yes.
because he does a commercial, and you're hitting a hockey puck into a goal and things like that. They're a lot of fun, and this is for money too.
Yes.
So it's not only is it fun, it could be profitable.
Well, you're also going to have Caesars providing access to VIP experiences
Okay.
for members of their loyalty program and also visibility opportunities for Caesars Sportsbooks and Caesars Rewards on the national NHL broadcasts.
That's always important,
yes.
by the way. It's one of those things you mentioned, the rewards program. Always when you sign up with online casinos or online poker or online, mobile sports books, I just repeated my online
Yes.
mobile. That doesn't make sense. But always use your loyalty card, your rewards card. You get comps. So.
Over in the world of soccer, we have Sportradar announcing a 6-year partnership with the United Soccer League, which is the largest professional association for soccer in the United States.
Okay.
They actually operate the USL Championship, the Super League, the USL League One, USL League Two, the Women's USL, the Youth Super Y League. So they are the name for soccer in the United
All
States. Sportradar became the official betting and technology partner of the league. They'll collect, license, and distribute the league's betting data and media data to not only sportsbooks, but to also media outlets for both purposes of the sports betting as well as streaming.
Great.
They're also going to be doing integrity service monitoring as well. One note regarding the North Carolina launch, we have Fanduel, previous to the launch, had announced a deal with the Carolina Panthers of the
Okay.
NFL.
All right.
Sports betting partners, you'll be seeing, or if you haven't already, you should be seeing a lot of the Fanduel Carolina Panthers co-branded advertisements, promotion, social media marketing, all that stuff.
I'm always fascinated to see the start time for some of these. In my opinion, Ohio did it right. They did it at midnight, so that was a big party. I heard North Carolina, they started at noon.
Yes.
Massachusetts started at 10 a.m. when they did their opening last
They did
year.
10 a.m. for both, the retail
yeah.
and the online. They did them both at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
for some reason.
So
I never understood the
So
10 a.m.
yeah,
time.
the time. Well, you know what? You want to make it a big party. So
Yeah.
already Ohio, there was a big party because it's New Year's Eve. You want to get the news and you want to get the not only the noontime news, but you want to get the 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock news. So it's all about the marketing.
Yes.
That's the time. That's why they put the times when they do.
And as part of the FanDuel deal with the Panthers, you're going to see FanDuel digital signage everywhere in the park, as well as they're going to be doing exclusive events at Bank of America Park in conjunction with the Panthers.
Good.
One final deal to talk about. We have another soccer deal to discuss. We have U.S. Integrity announcing a partnership with La Liga.
Oh, okay, good.
Actually, it's one of the biggest partnerships U.S. Integrity has entered into. Integrity monitoring, Prohibet is going to be part of all this. So it's great to see Prohibet expanding its reach. And
it's great.
Again, every time we talk U.S. Integrity, they're doing something special in the industry.
Yeah, no, they're amazing job. Prohibit's, I think, amazing for the industry. So good for them.
That's it for the deals. We're going to start talking industry updates right after this.
Every 40 seconds, a kid is reported missing. Find the Children provides educational material that teaches your kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs are very successful in bringing kids back home to their family. You can help protect our kids and bring the missing kids home safe by donating your unwanted car, truck, SUV, or van, running or not. We guarantee you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast free pickup, usually within 24 hours. Over 2,000 kids are reported missing every day. Call now to donate your vehicle. Donate now to bring these kids home safe.
Call 800-934-2260. 800-934-2260. 800-934-2260.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. We're going to start off over in Chicago, where DraftKings took its first official bets at the Wrigley Field location of a DraftKings retail
Wow,
book.
yeah.
Congratulations for that. That's been a
Wrigley
long
Field.
time coming.
Yeah, it's great.
Over in North Carolina, again, since the industry launched, we didn't have a chance to talk about this deal as well. Sportradar became a licensed sports betting supplier for the industry there.
Great.
That is now 56 licenses thereabouts for Sportradar in North America. We're talking U.S., we're talking territories, Native American tribes, Canada, and it's going to be just offering its assortment of betting data tools to different betting companies within the state of North Carolina as the industry progresses.
It's great that they're all over the place. You know, you if you sit through the credits of some of these sports betting television shows and stuff like that, you'll see the end part Sportradar at the bottom. Yeah, so,
it's always interesting if you look at the
if you stick around, you're geeking out like me, seeing who's involved with the productions of sports and sports programming and betting programming. You always see the logos at the end. So Sportradar is all over the place.
One of the nice thing is when you are like in an NFL game, right towards the end where they're getting ready to sign off, even before the actual end credits, you start seeing it along the bottom who is involved and everything, and you always see Sportradar there.
A lot of people don't stick around for that. That's usual bathroom time.
Yeah, exactly. Or that's when you flip off and go to another game.
Yeah. So.
Over in the world of Tipico, we have a first of its kind sports betting offer.
I heard.
I guess
about
you can
this.
call this an offer.
Yeah, I heard about this. So, run it down for me. I want to know all about this thing.
Tipico has announced they will be offering a cashback rewards program to its customers.
Okay.
All straight bets with a minimum of minus 200 odds get 3% cash back on their bet.
Okay.
All parlays get 5% cash back.
All right.
But you can't just get it back right then and there. You have to hit certain numbers of plateaus in terms of how much before you can start pulling your money out.
That was my question. When they say get back, are they talking about we're giving you this amount in bonus bets? Or is this a cash?
Oh, it's cash.
Oh, okay.
It's cash.
Right. Okay.
But it's
some of those things you got to watch. Not Tipico, but the other sports books. You know, when you get cash back whenever they say something like that.
No one's offering cash back. No one has ever offered cash back. This is first of its kind.
Oh, the first of it. But when they offer bonus bets or
deposit matches,
it's bonus.
This is actually a cash back.
Yeah, interesting.
Rewards program.
So it's first of its kind.
Sort of like it's
now
your credit cards.
This is when you have to sit back and watch and see what other sports books do. You know, this is
Yes.
you see how if this is a successful program, you're probably going to see a lot of sports books do it,
Well,
which is great. Good for the customers.
Given Tipico is in certain areas not more than 5%. Most of the time, it's less than 3% of the market. They had to do something.
See, well, let me tell you something. This is why you like a lot of sports books in a jurisdiction. You know, this kind of competition is always good for the consumer.
Yep.
You know, you get these kind of programs, and you got these out of the box thinking kind of programs, and that really could really work well for the consumer. So good for them. Good for Tipico.
When you don't have a huge market share, creativity is the key.
Absolutely. No, hey, like I said, everyone's talking about them this week. So they have this brand new kind of program. Let's see if it works. Let's see how good it is for the customer, and let's see if other sports books follow suit, which only means better things for the customer. So good for Tipico.
Moving on, 888 announced it has terminated its partnership with Sports Illustrated and Authentic Brands Group.
Okay.
There will be no more SI Sportsbook after about 6 to 18 months from now.
I still haven't taken a look at it yet. You know, usually I take a look at, you know, the sports books when they come out, but I haven't taken a look at what it looks like and how it works and whatever. But, you know.
Well, 888 has agreed to pay the $50 million breakup fee. $25 million right now, and then $25 million over the course of the next 3 years to Authentic Brands Group. 888, the sportsbook was active in Michigan, Colorado, Virginia, and the 888 Casino was in New Jersey, as well as the SI Sportsbook was there. The SI Casino was also in Michigan. I didn't know there was an SI Casino.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
So
you mean an actual, retail casino?
No, an online
SI
casino.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
in Michigan.
I know they're doing something. SI is doing something.
SI Resorts.
SI Resorts is doing something with the Kentucky Derby. Are
Churchill Downs.
Churchill Downs. Are they building a
doing,
lounge or a restaurant or something that
they're doing the SI Club.
SI Club. Yeah.
Hopefully the first of many they expect.
Good. I hope so.
So we're now, this SI Sportsbook is now joining the likes of Kindred, MaximBet, leaving the U.S. market. We've got WinBet, Churchill Downs, exiting the sports betting arena online. So it's kind of interesting to see how the market is now starting to winnow down again.
Well, I guess, economists call that market correction. The market can sustain only a certain amount of, products and sports books. So, it's correcting itself. Hey, every business does that. It's market demand. And Atlantic City had a lot more casinos than when it does now, but they found out that Atlantic City runs better with 9 casinos instead of 14. So it corrects itself, and when it corrects itself, it makes it a stronger market. So. And
Authentic has announced that they're going to be joining a lot of the other sports publications and just license their content to sports books.
Okay, that's
what they're looking at doing. Everyone's referring to as the gambling 2.0 strategy. I don't know if that's kind of accurate. I think we're further along than 2.0.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see exactly where we go. But the U.S. industry loses another sports book.
Well, that's sad.
Over in Maryland Lottery and Gaming Commission has banned player-specific prop bets involving intercollegiate competitions. They joined Ohio as the first 2 to ban college player props. Ohio, the Casino Control Commission announced a brand new betting entry into their wagering menu. You can now bet on the MLB Reliever of the Year award for baseball.
Oh, okay.
I actually don't know any.
That's not really for me. I don't. That's not really a big. I'm sure whoever wins it that's a big award. But I that's something I never thought of betting. Always you think of pitching, it's Cy Young.
Yeah.
who does it? I don't think of Reliever of the Year award.
Well, when I saw this, I'm wondering, is there a difference between a reliever and a closer now? Because relievers come in the middle innings, the closer comes in the last inning. They're treated differently in the league.
I have to look back on that. I don't know too much about that award. Are closers usually ones who win that? Because
I don't know.
They're the ones starting pitching and closing. They're the ones you really pay attention to.
Yeah.
Those the relievers who eat up the middle innings kind of thing. You kind of gloss over, but they're incredibly important. It's
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm very curious to see who wins this award.
I'm just wondering who qualifies for this award.
Well, I guess you have to be a reliever.
Yep. Well, closer, reliever, I don't know. That's it for the industry updates. We're going to finish up with our legislative roundup. Starting off our legislative roundup, we're going to the state of Louisiana, where House Bill 473 was pre-filed before the legislative session began. And it's a very unique bill in the marketplace because the bill would increase the amount of free bets and promotional deductions online sportsbook operators can offer in the state.
Oh, wow.
Usually we're seeing a reduction.
Yeah. So,
But they're raising it from the $5 million current level to the $10 million current to the future $10 million
Louisiana is a very interesting state because, the entire state, sports betting isn't legal throughout the entire state. Right. There are certain parishes or what other states call counties that, sports betting is not allowed. So, it's interesting, especially with this bill coming up, it's interesting that they're doing it because, not all the state can participate in sports betting.
Well, what's more interesting is why they're doing it. A lot of the reasons have been focused on the fact that Mississippi has started to become really serious about online sports betting.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you.
So they're trying to retain their customer base.
When I do interviews with legislators from certain states, I ask them, hey, do you pay attention to other states and what they're doing, and does that figure in on any of your decision making with regard to what's happening in your state? And they all say yes.
Yep.
Certainly they look.
Well, House Bill 473 is another part of the direct evidence. People pay attention to what other states are doing.
Sure. And Louisiana has the special considerations because, like I said, not all parishes in Louisiana allow sports betting, so they have to look at that.
Over in New York, we've got New York Governor Kathy Hochul. Hochul. That's how you pronounce it. I always mispronounce it.
It's the next state over. You don't get her. We get the New York news.
I care more about what she's talking about than what she's what her how to pronounce. Kathy Hochul. Kathy Hochul has confirmed plans for the $1 billion transformation of the historic Belmont Park Racecourse.
Great, good.
Construction will be concluded first quarter of 2026. The demolition of the current Belmont Park has started already.
Wow.
They're going to be building a brand new grandstand.
Mm-hmm.
Really not much of a turn in terms of the scheduling of everything. Everything is going to be shut down for a while and moved over like Saratoga.
So how long is this going to take?
This is going to start now and go to the first part of 2026.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Well, they're rebuilding and making it better. They're going to be increasing.
So where's the Belmont Stakes? Is it going to be in Saratoga?
It's going to be held in Saratoga.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So that they can continue construction.
No, it's a beautiful. By the way, both historical sports parks.
Yes.
Sports park, horse racing parks.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing nowadays. And our last story of the week, we were going over to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. We've got Representative George Dunbar introducing House Bill 2078, 2078, however you want to phrase it, which would request membership in the Multi-State Internet Gaming Association.
Oh, nice.
Yep. That would mean if passed, the Pennsylvania will be joining New Jersey, Delaware, Nevada. I believe that's in West Virginia.
West Virginia, I think they agreed to it. I don't think they put it in place yet.
Right. But they're part
being
of
in
it.
New Jersey. I can't. It's mainly for online poker.
Yeah.
I can't play yet. People from West Virginia,
right?
But let me. Pennsylvania is a huge state, so that means a lot of poker players, and it's good for online poker and that growth.
Well, the Pennsylvania online poker industry, which is WSOP Pennsylvania, we've got PokerStars Pennsylvania, BetMGM Poker Pennsylvania, and also Borgata Poker Pennsylvania. Good. They have 4 operators there, generated $30.6 million. They are one of the top, if not the top, iGaming revenue producers in the nation. They produced $2.1 billion in iGaming revenue last year. So them joining the player pools of online poker should be very interesting to see if Pennsylvania can increase their
let me tell you
revenue
from
all this.
Bigger and better games and things like that. It's great.
Yep, and it's nice to see that. And,
absolutely.
I'm waiting for other states to try and get into this, but there's only so many online poker in the United States.
I play online, and WSOP .com, I play people from, Nevada and Las Vegas and Reno. And I like the, you go there and you have different games originating from different parts of the state and things like that. So it's pretty cool. So.
Well, that's it for this week's Turnpike Sports Book Report. Press releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Keep those coming in. If you've been watching on TV, the news ticker below us has been flying by with additional news stories that we hadn't have a chance to cover on air here in this show. And as always, after this show is released Monday mornings, you will see a full print version of the Turnpike Sports Book Report, which contains these stories, ticker stories, and also additional news stories we did not have a chance to talk about this week. In print form at turnpikesports.us. Click on the blog button and you'll be taken to the print version there.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.